Hey you, how's it going? My name is Ruby Price and welcome to a week ago. My plan for today was to film a video, which I've been planning for about a week, but I've just I spent a bit too long in bed this morning and I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do around the house and I just don't think that I'll have enough time to do it comfortably rather than rushing through it. So basically what I'm going to do instead is film it tomorrow and then get it edited either Tuesday or Wednesday because I have Wednesday off work now. In other news, yesterday when I was waiting for my bus to come back, I went into the Greggs that was in the bus station and they had some vegan sausage rolls in stock for once. So I bought one for the first time and tried it and I enjoyed it. And I'm not a big fan of sausage rolls, but I think that if I was going to get a sausage roll next time, I would go for the vegan option again, because I liked it. I probably enjoyed it more than the normal kind of sausage roll. So I've just been working on a little jingle theme thing for the podcast that I'm hoping to be releasing soon. And it was funny because I had this idea in my head whilst I was still downstairs, and I came upstairs to try and arrange it and stuff, but it just didn't sound right because it's synthesized. I've obviously kind of got to go with synthy stuff unless it's guitar and bass. So I ended up coming up with another idea, which is something that I've had in my head a little bit longer than the one that I had when I was downstairs, and I kind of like that one. I like it a lot, so I think I've settled on this one. Yeah. Anyway, back to being Cinderella and sorting out the house. Now that I've got this idea kind of locked in. I hope locked in. Yeah. So, I went to put my coffee down and it wasn't on a flat surface. So it fell on me. And I'd only just made this coffee. So, you can imagine how hot that was. So I'm now in my pyjamas. Well, my pyjama bottoms. Rather than those jeans. Because my legs hurt. But yeah, Mum said she wanted the floor cleaning in the kitchen. So now it has been cleaned. And I've still got half a coffee. Which, you know, makes no sense because it felt like it was all over me. You enjoying the tunes? Yeah. You actually do seem to be. I do. It's a video filming day today. So the video that I'm filming today is the one that you saw me editing the script of last night, because I'd had the idea for about a couple of weeks but I didn't really have a script, and as of last night I do now. So yeah, it involves that. So for those of you that saw my Instagram post this morning, it ties in. Anyway, let's do this. Right, so all I need now is a microphone and my pride flag. Yeah, so am I a trans activist? Find out in Thursday's video, which should have already come out. Find out in last Thursday's video if I'm a trans activist or not. I'm wearing this for a reason. So the video's finished and I'm looking forward to putting this one out. It's going to be interesting what the response is. Yeah. I think really the most interesting response will be from the people who aren't subscribed to me. As in, you know, like the people who come across the video from like YouTube recommendations or the homepage, or someone might share it and they see it. So yeah, I think they're going to be the more interesting responses. And, you know, it's about trans stuff, so it'll probably get a lot of the ridiculous comments that I'm used to that really don't faze me, but you know, it'll probably get a few of them as well. Although, having said that, the video that me and a friend thought would get a lot of those kind of comments hasn't had a single one. I'm not sure if it's had a dislike. That's just kind of strange, because we were so certain that it would kind of like, the video itself presents enough evidence to be criticised, but no one has. Have I just found the key to dismantling TERFs? I think I have. So I've got it sorted. I'm gonna upload it tonight when I get back, so that it's up tomorrow and then it can go live on Thursday. Yeah. So I'm meeting Abby at Small Seeds tonight at 9:30 rather than 8 o'clock that we went last week, because the Acoustic Club doesn't actually start until about half past 9.
And all the children, Jesus. I've got some more bad news. What's that? I'm afraid your mother's stuck on the roof. Hey. No!
Can't believe you're still up. Ridiculous, man. Should be in bed. I tell you what, I feel exhausted. I'm so glad, in hindsight, that I actually had today off work, because, yeah. Annoyingly, I didn't disable my alarms that were set because I was supposed to be working. So, I got woken up. What are the odds that we've not got any milk? I reckon quite likely. Well, it surprised me, but we do indeed have milk. So it's coffee time, because, ooh, I feel dead. Oh yeah, whilst I was asleep, the Humans of Hood feature went up on their Instagram. There's a link in the description. Go check it out, go like it and all that. I got to stand on the parish stage. So part of me thinks that today is a bit of a write-off, you know, since I woke up in the afternoon and stayed in bed for another 2 hours. At least I've got this week's video sorted. And I started working on a article last night. I say article. I started working on something that I was writing up whilst I was waiting for Abby to come to the Acoustic Club last night. Which you'll probably find out about in the future. Unless I get it done beforehand. Who knows? Who knows? Gotta wake up for work this morning. I feel so tired right now. But hey ho. Today I've had one of the most annoying experiences with Instagram ever. So the other day I was planning today's video and I thought, oh, I know, I could write a companion piece amongst some photos to give it a little bit more context and to, you know, maybe draw people into watching the video. And before filming the video, when I was doing the thumbnail stuff, I took some photos using this camera to post on Instagram with this companion piece. And then when I got back from the acoustic club, this is, you know, telling you when I basically did it all this, I wrote the companion piece on Instagram and saved it as a draft so that I'd just be able to, when the video went up, go on Instagram, click add new post, go on my drafts, and it should be right there and I can just post it. And so today, at 12:30, there I am with my phone, Instagram, goes to drafts, clicks on it, refuses to post. I don't know what it was, bad connection, something like that, but it just wouldn't go. So I closed the app, reloaded it and everything, and then it would let me load the post, but it didn't load any comments and stuff. So my companion piece was dead. It was gone. And when I tried to back out, it saved the new one as a draft, but there was no comment. So you can see where I'm going with this. So I didn't do any editing with the photos, I didn't mess about with any filters, I could just load those up again, and at this point during the shift we weren't that busy, so I just rewrote the companion piece. It was nowhere near as good as the original, but it was something to go alongside it. So I clicked publish because I didn't need to save it as a draft. And then it refused to post. It said, oh, we will try again when there's a stronger connection. But there was already a strong connection. There was Wi-Fi, I tried my 4G. Nothing. So I left that whilst I was at work because we got busier at this point. That's how long it took me to write this. And so when I came out of work, it still hadn't posted, so I cancelled it again and then had to rewrite it again, but this time it actually went live, and the post yet again was not as good as the original, but it was something to go up. And this time I copied it and saved it to a note before I published it in case there was any more issues, and in classic fashion there was no issues this time, so yeah. And that's been happening with me quite a lot with Instagram recently. My Bang Bang Romeo post from the night after Bang Bang Romeo didn't upload properly, so I had to redo it with another comment. And I don't get what it is. I don't get what the problem is, because no one else seems to be going, this never seems to happen to anyone else. I even asked my boss at work, who uses Instagram a lot now for like promotion of the business, and nothing. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, if you have seen my new video and you haven't seen the Instagram post, there is a companion piece to the video, so go read it, go like the photos. Please, give me some sweet, sweet clicks. I've been feeling strangely motivated tonight. I don't know where it's come from, but yeah, I've spent tonight listening to Rated for the first time in quite a while, and it was a really good show. And applying to the BBC production scheme for 2019. I applied for it last year, but was unsuccessful. And I read my application after I submitted the one for 2019, and honestly, it was trash. Like, genuinely, I wrote it when I was procrastinating writing an essay, and I wrote it at, I think, 2 AM. And honestly, like, it shows, and the application that I wrote tonight, I think, generally is so much better than it. You'd hope so. All I can do is keep my fingers crossed and hope that the extra experience that I've had over the last 12 months pays off, you know, with my BBC work experience. But yeah, so it's a lot later than it was the last time I updated the vlog. It was strange because I finished work, came home, did the little rant, and then just kind of shut off. Like, I played guitar for a bit, but nothing else really happened. And I was just kind of sat at the table for a while, just staring at TweetDeck, updating. But anyway, whilst I'm on my motivation or feeling, my new video came out today. Am I a trans activist? I think the answer's pretty obvious, but you know, the video is out. Please go watch it. Thank you. time for a coffee or tea. I've been on tea this afternoon. Well, you know what they say. Gotta get down on Friday. I'll leave. Another shift over and another night that I'm not working. So I've got no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm hoping that I can continue the motivation that I felt last night and use that to actually get some progress done with writing my book, because yeah, there's a lot I want to write down from it. But if I am to do some writing, I'm gonna need some sugar, so I'm off to the shop. Get some snacks. Honestly, junk food is a writer's best friend, I think. It could also be the worst enemy. Just something to snack on whilst you're writing, you know. Or you can always do the, oh, I'll write so many words and then I'll have so many Pringles or whatever, which is a tactic I use during my deadlines for uni. Anyway, I'm currently procrastinating going to the shop, so what the bloody hell's going on? So, got Skittles, got Pringles, I've got vinyl. So it's time to get writing. Who's ready for the last shift of the week? I am. I forgot to continue my daily episode of Game of Thrones yesterday, so I think tonight I'm gonna watch 2, which, you know, is usually how I tend to watch Game of Thrones, because, you know, there's 2 episodes on a disc. It makes sense to just, you know, watch 2. But, you know, I'm done with work now until Wednesday, because I'll be working Wednesday morning for once next week. Got a couple of busy weeks coming up, which is good. So, I'm wearing a choker again. Yeah. Basically, just recently, I've seen a lot of photos of me and stuff, and my neck, obviously, is one of the areas that I'm quite self-conscious of because of my Adam's apple. So, yeah. Choker disguises it slightly. I can't afford the procedure. Nowhere near. As much as I'd like it. So, just gotta make my neck look prettier without surgery. So, chokers. Cliche trans person. We just watched R.I.P.D. or Rest in Peace Department. Ryan Reynolds, Jeff Bridges, Kevin Bacon. It was a very strange concept for a film, but it was funny. Yeah. 3.5 out of 5. Pretzel! Thank you. It was a very late night last night, and not enough sleep to actually feel like, you know, I slept. Anyway, it's time to get on with being productive again. Just remembered what my least favourite thing about wearing dungarees is. Having to basically strip when you go to the toilet. So we've just watched Noah, which is filmed starring Russell Crowe, Emma Watson. I think his name's Logan Lerman. He was in Percy Jackson. Forgotten his name. And what's her face? Woman from Labyrinth. Jennifer Connelly. Yeah. It had some rather interesting visuals, particularly at the start. Everyone obviously knows the story of Noah, if you're Christian. But yeah, obviously, you know, because you know the story of Noah, because almost everyone knows the story of Noah, it's kind of obvious what's going to happen and stuff. But yeah, it was a good film, enjoyable. The problem, I think, is that it feels a lot longer than it actually is, because we're about halfway through, the film's 2 hours, and it felt as though it'd been on a lot longer than an hour. So, yeah. But, you know, it was a good film. I gave it 4 out of 5. And on that bombshell, that has been another week. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do all that YouTube stuff. Thumbs up, leave a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That'd be amazing. And yeah, I've been Ruubez, and I shall see you a week ago. Adios.